right, so your shoulder is not a shoulder unless it rotates. And so today we're just gonna work on priming our rotator cuff muscles with some band work. So I got a moderately thin band attached to a rig on each hook. You don't want it to be super tight, you want it to be moderately loose, but you do want some resistance. And what we're gonna be working on today is called long lever or lever rotation. A lot of times you'll see people do external rotation work with a bent elbow like this, and that's really good if you're post-surgical, but a lot of life is spent in long lever rotation where you're just twisting in some things. Maybe there's a little bending, and so we're just trying to reintroduce some movement. It's called just neuromuscular re-education. And so we're just gonna show you 4 positions you can do. We're gonna spend 4 minutes working on rotation each arm, but I'll show you different ways you can modify it and spice things up. So first position, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our thumb into the band like this on top with a straight arm, and we're just gonna externally rotate and twist and then come on back. Say you're twisting and it starts to hurt right here. You have 2 options. You either slow it down or you stop. And so always slow it down and stop. That's how you control the force in your shoulder. But say I come here, and that's all I got, cool, go back, and you'll do that for a minute. Or what you can do is you can go to your full end range, and then you're gonna hold it for there, and then you're going to retract your shoulder blade and then protract it. And I'll show you the other way. So say I externally rotate, I'm gonna pinch my shoulder blade back with a straight arm, and then I'll protract it and go forward. But I'm gonna isometrically contract my rotator cuff muscles, and I'm gonna protract and retract and hold that isometric and work on it that way. So that's position 1. Position 1 is with the straight arm out in front of you, externally rotate, and your 2 options are you can spend a minute just trying to go full range, or you spend a minute at full range isometric going back and forth with your shoulder. When that minute is up, you get to pick one of those options. Then you're gonna twist to the side like so, and I'm gonna push that band out. I'm gonna externally rotate, and again, you have 2 options in this position. You're either concentric and then eccentric on the way down, or isometric, hold, and then out and back, out and back. That's your second minute. Third option is you're gonna take this band lower one, push it down. Again, you have 2 options here. When it's down, you're either externally rotating and then going back and forth, just getting some reps in for a minute, or you're pushing down and you externally rotate and then you depress and elevate, depress and elevate, depress and elevate your shoulder blade, but you're holding it the entire time. You'll do that for a minute. And your 4th position is you're gonna push up like this. And again, you can either get some reps in at externally rotating, or you externally rotate, isometric, push up and down, up and down, up and down with your shoulder blade. If you slightly bend the elbow, that's okay. But this is a really good way to help with external rotation at your shoulder in different planes of movement. So 4 minutes per arm, but it's a minute per position, and you have 2 options per position of either getting your reps in like this with just externally rotating, working your external rotator cuff muscles, or you'll externally rotate and hold and then move your shoulder blade, either in this position, this position, this position, or like this. Hope that makes sense, and I hope you guys have some fun.